Okay, so we're going to start doing some videos that kind of go along with some of our prepared foods, whether you're buying directly from me or through one of my prepared food partners. So tonight, Shannon's away, so I get to have some fun with my dinner. So I have some bolognese sauce, a little bit of bolognese sauce left that we sell to Central Park Farms using their beef. And when you buy the bolognese sauce, you probably want to make a pasta with it, a lasagna with it, cook some meatballs in it. But my favorite way to have it, especially if I have a little bit left after doing those other things, is to use it as a dip for a sandwich. Now, this goes back to when Shannon and I started dating. I was a cook at Boston Pizza. She was a server. And being a really good server and a good girlfriend, she always bought me my lunch, and it was always a Boston Brute. So I'm going to make that tonight for my dinner. I'm going to quickly show you how to make it, how we serve it, and hope you give this a try at home. So let's get to building the sandwich. The sandwich itself is very simple to make. Back at Boston Pizza, we used to do it on a baguette. I'm using a Portuguese bun. I really love the Portuguese buns. And it starts out with just a little base of pizza sauce. So you can do a purchase one. We have a great recipe on our Cook and Beyond recipe site for this particular one that I'm using. And we're just going to, we'll get a little bit on there, soak it in there. Now, we used to put the different meats that we would put on basically the pizzas, pepperoni, salami. Kind of doing it more of a little bit of a chef style. I have some nice salami. I have a little bit of prosciutto, and I'm just going to put that on there. Now, it's important to note at this point, I have my bolognese sauce on the stove heating up, and I have my oven turned to 425 degrees. And then because we like our veggies, we're going to put a little bit of just some thinly sliced sweet pepper, some thinly sliced onion, and some mozzarella. Now this is going to go into the oven now. Melt this, heat it all the way through. If you wanted to, you could add some hot peppers on here, some pickled banana peppers. But I'm kind of keeping this true to what I remember my Boston Brutes being like. So we'll put this in the oven, and when it's ready, we'll come back and I'll show you how we serve it up. Okay, so our sandwich is out of the oven. The cheese is melted. The bun's a little toasty on the outside. That pizza sauce is soaked in there. It's nice and soft on the inside. So now I just want to cut this up. We're not going to wreck this with a bunch of lettuce or anything. So when you're cutting it, you can cut straight across. I'm telling you, you want to go on an angle, and I'll show you why in a second. So we've got our angle cut, just like so. And that's looking good, right? My meat sauce here. We're going to put this in our little ramekin. I think I'm just going to serve everything up on this cutting board here. We'll do that. We'll do this. And, since Shannon's away, I get to have a little more fun. We're having some tater tots with this. Like so. Don't judge me. Sometimes a man just needs his tater tots. Now, cutting it on an angle. Why cut it on an angle? Because if it's straight across, you kind of have to dip like this. But when you cut on an angle, you can get in there and you can scoop it up. It's like a spoon. So there you go, my version of the Boston Brute, how I like to use the leftover bolognese sauce. And I hope you give this a try at home.